the cloud. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So this is our first meal prep session. So yes, it is a working session. I'm hoping that we can be done in less than an hour, hopefully, and be able to get some things prepped. So this week's assignment is just to prep like some fruits and vegetables. So we're not going all in or anything like that. Just trying to get our fruits and vegetables done. So if you saw the link to my menu, I guess I could pull it out. Taking it off my fridge. So some of the things that we're having this week, we're having carrots and grapes. We're having a beef and vegetable pot pie. So I've got some carrots, zucchini, onions, and mushrooms to prepare for that. We're doing cucumbers with hummus. So I've got that to chop up. We're doing chicken fajitas. So I'm gonna chop up some bell peppers and onions. And then I've got strawberries on the menu and some other berries. Okay, there, I'm like, mixed berries are in here somewhere. So I'm gonna wash some different berries there. And then the shrimp and sausage gumbo from Fixate, I'm having that. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the celery, the onion, and the bell pepper. And then as a bonus, I am, like Autumn likes to throw in her bonuses. I'm throwing in a bonus.
Yes, our bonuses aren't good though.
We're gonna go ahead and prep some ground beef, and I'm using it for the beef and vegetable pot pie tonight, and then I'm gonna save the other half for spaghetti on Wednesday, so to make it easy. So yeah, so let me know what are you meal prepping? I don't know who else is gonna join us, because I know it's the first time. Everyone's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. So
at the end of the day, as long as you got one.
That's right.
We'll see who joins on. And like you said, it's recorded. So depending on everybody's timing and what they're doing, maybe out and I'll look at it later. This week, or at least for right now, I'm going to prep some vegetables. I have, I won't do anything with my bananas because you want to use those in a moment, but I have my bananas, pineapples, grapes, and strawberries. So I'm going to work cleaning those, chopping those up, putting them in the bags for me, to and the girls for school and snack as well. And then I'm probably going to do some onions and peppers, cut those up, and potatoes. That's on a list for dinner one night. And then collard greens. I have collard greens and kale, so I'll wash those, chop those down, and get ready. My protein for the week is honestly like chicken breast that's already prepped. I'll show you guys in a second. And then salmon fillets that are already like pre-packed and ready to go. So I'll kind of take those out the night before and then cook them so it's nice and warm instead of letting it sit in the fridge and then heating that up. But
smart.
So that's what I'm working on. This week, you know, more as we to come. But
yeah. So I was going to show you guys some of Vanessa was talking about some of the prepackaged things. So yeah, I cheat and I do some prepackaged stuff too. Like the mushrooms, I buy pre-sliced mushrooms.
What's the best way that you feel like you can get them to last longer? I feel like after a couple of days, I'm like, okay, I got to get rid of them, buy a new pack. I've been trying some different ways, but
yeah, I find that if you don't wash them until you need them, it works better. But when I do wash them, I'll put like a paper towel in the bottom of the bowl. And do that with the berries too, to kind of absorb the extra
water.
Yeah.
The other thing I've tried to do is for a while in the beginning, I used to leave them in that same container they come in. Like open the saran wrap and then wrap it back. But I've been trying to put them in Ziploc bags. I feel like that helps a little bit too, by keeping everything just completely sealed. But they're mushrooms, they're not meant to last forever anyway. I think it makes me use more. Like I'll use more mushrooms than peppers just because I don't want to waste it.
Right. Yeah. And then I like these little mini bags of carrots. And you can buy like a big bag of baby carrots and then portion them. But these are smaller, I feel like, and I like to eat them better. So I like these.
Smaller better.
Yeah, smaller better. And then I get the little hummus cups. So the little cups of hummus. And that's an afternoon snack that's ready to go. I just have to put what's going with that? With the grapes.
I think grapes. Look at me. I remember your menu. Grapes.
That's a cheat. And then I buy the prepackaged spinach and kale.
Oh, yes.
And I have
Mhm.
seen people have been saying if you put like a paper towel on top, it'll make it last longer. I haven't tried that yet, but I should. Maybe I'll do that this week.
I feel like my spinach does last a good week. You know, I plan and want everything to last at least a week. My spinach is doing pretty good. I think it was switching to maybe organic versus the regular brand. It seems to last a little longer because sometimes I buy spinach and I'll be like 3 days later, it's like, oh, starting to get wilted in some spots. And me, I'm just like, once I see it, I don't want it at all because I'm not going to pick through. So the last spinach I had, it was baby spinach and they lasted. I still have some from last week in the fridge. And I'm like, it's not lasted that long.
That lasts a good long time.
Yeah.
Well, very good. All right. Well, I'm going to start. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start the meat while I'm washing stuff so it can just be cooking. And then set it off to the side, and then I'll start washing fruits and stuff. See Sarah's
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sounds like a plan.
Hello. All right. So I know, I know you can't really, I'd rather want you to see my face. So I'm going to stay up here. So yeah, so I'm going to start with the meat because my bonus this week is the meat. And for some reason, they didn't have 2 pound of the meat that I wanted, so I got 2. But so I'm just going to brown it all together, then I'll just separate it. I'm going to play some music for us because I need sound. I can't have it be silent, so feel free to talk and ask questions as we go.
This empire of nothing, I find that I'm king of all these empty homes that I'm ruled by my own soul. But you can be an almighty, you were burning with you. So remember that you were never earth and golden made.
When I used to prep my grapes, because literally grapes and I think pineapples are my favorite fruit, the ones I can eat the most of. Before my boyfriend and daughter, I started to have to make little baggies for them because they would go in the fridge and take my bag, and I'm like, no, you're messing up my count. I need 5 bags of grapes. I need 5 bags of this and that. So now I have to buy like extra large bags of fruit. It's not. Fruit's good. It's good.
Right, as long as everybody's eating them. As long as they get them.
Yes.
This music's about to put me to sleep.
Watch this short.
This music's making me sleepy. Some decent music. Yeah. I'm gonna start. I'll start with grapes too.
Whatever fruits I don't like, I still bag them up and just put them into my smoothie. If I can't eat it, I can definitely drink it. I can drink more than I can eat a fruit.
So I usually don't actually portion out my grapes. I put them in a bowl, and then my son, like you said, then my son takes them, and everybody takes them. So I portion them as I go during the week. I do like to put a paper towel in the bottom just to absorb the extra moisture. They don't go moldy. Grapes done. All right, I'm gonna go strawberries next.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Oh, hey Ashley, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Sorry, I was at a store and it took me much longer to get home than I anticipated. I also thought I could do this on my computer, but it's not coming up, so I'm on my phone.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna put my quinoa on because that takes like 20 minutes or so, and sweet potatoes, and put those in the pressure cooker.
Okay, nice. What are you cooking up this week, Ashlyn?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you cooking up this week?
Oh, well, I was going with some of your menus.
Okay,
Nice.
fun.
So I was going with the beef pot pie tonight, and I was going to work on the chicken fajitas.
Okay. Have you had that beef pot pie before?
No.
It's so good. It's a really old Cooking Light recipe. Like back when I used to receive the magazine in paper form.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
You said back when you did what?
You what?
You said back when you did what? You said,
Back when I used to receive like a paper copy of Cooking Light magazine.
oh, okay.
I think it was before I was even into Beachbody. And I just realized, so I thought I've been doing Beachbody for 11 years, but I got a notification on my time hop today that back when I first started using Facebook and didn't know how to use Facebook, and I would just like write something. It's like, today's my first day of P90X. It's like, oh, okay. So maybe it was 10 years ago that I started. It wasn't 11 like I thought. I guess my child was 2 years old.
Long time.
Yeah.
It's close enough. Close enough.
Close enough, yes. Everything gets blurry from back then. Who knows?
I usually only buy green grapes, but they didn't look that good this week. And I just said, what the heck? I still want my grapes. But
Yeah.
I prefer green. I swear I do.
Sometimes the green grapes have big old seeds in them. It's very annoying.
I love when I go to the market and one week the grapes are so tiny, like the size of my pinky. And then sometimes they're the size of my entire thumb, like from here to here. And I'm like, what the heck? I have to like bite it in 3 bites.
Like my strawberries. This week's strawberries, last week's strawberries. Like a different crop apparently.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put the little ones on the bottom. But I chop the strawberries. The smaller ones I'll chop in half, and then the larger ones I'll put in quarters. And it's so funny to me that my son will not eat the fruit unless I fix it. He'll be like,
Yeah.
"Make the fruit." I'm like, just wash it off and eat it.
No. My boyfriend told me I put whole strawberries in a Ziploc bag for him because I was rushing one day and I gave him some grapes. And he was like, if you're not going to cut it, don't worry about it. And I'm like, are you serious? You're being a baby. They're so spoiled.
They are.
I love that Allison at school, that's her big thing, that the cafeteria doesn't have enough fresh fruit. So she keeps going and buying fresh fruit. Or I think they only have like apples and bananas, and she wants strawberries and blueberries and things like that.
Probably have melon. I feel like places always have melon. I'm like, melon's not a good fruit. I don't like
Well, it's not a good fruit in the winter in particular.
Grapes are done. I'm lazy when it comes to pineapples. I'll buy a can sometimes.
Cans of what?
Well, instead of a fresh one sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, when you said pineapples, it's like, oh, you're gonna be cutting up your pineapple? Look at you. Yeah, I hardly ever buy a fresh pineapple. They're such a pain. Hey Sarah, what do you have cooking?
I'm just really cutting up lots of veggies. I just went to the farm stand and got my produce bundle. You see it there?
Oh, nice. Yes.
So, and I had some onions left over from last week, so just cutting those up. And I do have a pineapple that's finally ripe.
Okay, there you go. That's the tricky thing too, is waiting for the pineapple to be ripe, but not overripe.
Right, exactly.
Yes. So what's your trick for cutting up your pineapple?
I cut the top and the bottom off, and then I cut it down the sides.
Okay.
So like cut the skin off, well, the skin off. It's not really skin, but, and then just kind of chop it around the core. So I never get whole circles. I do have a core, but I just never use it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more work to wash it than to actually use it.
Yes. Yes. What's on your menu this week?
We're gonna try the fixé etoufflée. Is that right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
And the other new one that just came out, the beef macaroni.
I've heard great things about that.
And I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. I just did my meal plan too. Let me see.
Okay.
We're having spicy pork Brussels bowls and slow cooker lentil beef stew. And we're gonna try the vegan masoor dal. I'll probably butcher that. It's another fixate one that just came out.
Okay.
And spinach salad with hot bacon dressing.
Oh, very
So we'll
good.
see. Yeah.
Interesting things coming this week.
Yeah, I get tired of the same thing over and over, but then sometimes I wish that I used the same thing over and over to make life easier. So
I know.
trying to find a happy medium.
Yeah.
I did another one there.
So Leslie, I know you do meal plans. How, do you have like ones that you just like cycle through, or do you have a new one every week?
Yeah, you would think I would have ones that I would cycle through, but no, I guess I'm kind of like you where I want something different all the time. So I'll sometimes go back and look and see like, okay, well, what was on a couple weeks ago? Or sometimes I'll look through, I keep a file of, I call it menu picks or whatever. So it's all like the different meals. So sometimes I'll just visually scroll through it so I can be like, oh yeah, that looked good, and pick meals that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like I need to find like a month, like just do like a month of like, meal plans. So then I can, if I want, like I have something I can cycle through like 4 different options for a week or something, but
Yeah.
haven't gotten there.
Right. Different things like you want to change seasons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or more fallish meals. I don't know. Working on it.
Yeah, so I do the time nutrition. So I find sometimes that I get stuck with some of the recipes with like moving the containers around. And,
Right.
if I really want to stick to the time nutrition, then it's difficult to find, I guess, variety in the menus.
Yes. That's for sure. Yeah, I created like a little card system when I was doing time nutrition so that I could find like, okay, I need a red, yellow, green. Here are all the meals that go with that. So that's
Yeah.
a little bit. All right. Oh, we've got the blueberries. Blueberries are done. All right, going cucumbers now. And I find that I have to buy extra cucumbers because my son will eat a whole cucumber in one sitting. I'm like, no, you weren't supposed to eat the whole thing. But as long as he's getting vegetables, then I guess I don't care. But a lot of cucumber. You guys prefer your cucumber cut in like circle slices or in sticks?
I do circle slices.
So do you cut your cucumbers ahead of time?
Not always, but yeah, sometimes.
And they don't get mushy?
No. Let's take good.
I like to prep my cucumbers. I'll cut them up and then set them in like a bowl of vinegar. I forget, mom has a little concoction that she made up, but just a little bit of vinegar. I forget. Some salt, some pepper, green onions or regular onions. And if you let it, I normally don't eat it for like 2 days just to let it all sit and marinate, but that's really good to do with the cucumbers. Unless I'm just putting them in a salad, then I'll leave it plain, but
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, one of my favorite summer snacks is like cucumbers with fresh tomatoes and like an Italian dressing. So good. Do you guys peel your cucumbers or do you leave the peel on?
I leave the peel on.
Depends on what the kids want.
Yeah, I usually leave the peel on too.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, you didn't eat it one day either.
Right.
you guys do anything fun this weekend? Anything fun?
We rode bikes with some neighbors up and had lunch yesterday.
Oh, nice.
That was kind of fun.
Today is my sister's birthday, so we got together at her house yesterday for her birthday dinner.
Well, that's fun.
Yes, that was fun. My parents still aren't into eating out, so we ordered food in. So that worked out well. Nice.
Yeah, we haven't been eating out either, but we ate out on the patio. So that worked.
Great. Nice meal. Pull up the recipe. Let's have a chopped carrot. My bowl.
All right, I'm crashing and banging in here.
veggies for tonight.
Yesterday.
So Leslie, do you have any ideas on, I guess, best practices for meal prepping so it doesn't take all day? I find that a lot of times, like, I'm like, oh, it's not going to take that long. And then like 4 hours later, I'm like, ah.
Right. Yeah, so I would say kind of that's what I'm hoping to do like throughout this month is kind of doing one little level at a time and kind of seeing what works for you. But I would say also whenever you plan your menu, planning meals that use some of the same ingredients. So like I'm going to chop up an onion and I'm going to use, or 2 onions, and I'm going to use it for 3 different meals this week. So I only have to chop it once. And then like the ground meat. So I brown the meat and then I'm going to use it tonight and later on in the week. So finding things that you can do double duty with, I think is helpful. I don't know. Vanessa or Ashlyn, do you guys have ideas?
No. It seems to take forever.
I was honestly going to say it's not going to be a quick thing. It depends on how many meals you're prepping, and it does take a couple of hours. The best thing is to kind of have everything written out in advance. Like Leslie makes her menus on Wednesday, make your food list on Thursday, go shopping on Friday, maybe make a little cheat sheet as to what you want to put on the stove, like get my rice going, get my, whatever carbs going, your meat, or if you want to fix them the day of in a sense, but it's just being really, really organized. That would be the quickest way, but I promise it is still going to take couple hours. But yeah, like I said, I dedicate my Sunday to it and you do what I need to do in the morning, take a little bit of time in the afternoon where I can still chill and then have dinner where, I'm not so exhausted from it, but it's going to take some time.
Good ideas. All right, zucchini.
So I just bought some new knives this week. And I will say, sharp knives do seem to make it go a lot quicker.
Oh, they do. What kind of knives did you get?
Some Cutco knives?
Yes. We only have the little, what do they call it? The table knife or whatever. It's like a steak knife / whatever. Such a good knife.
So I bought this honker, huge thing.
Nice.
And then a cheese knife that they say is good for like tomatoes and citrus stuff.
Okay.
And then I bought one more. I'm trying to remember what the third one I bought was. Anyway, it was more a utility knife.
Okay.
So this was my birthday present, was to get these knives. So I found them this week at Costco. But
at Costco. I thought you said Cutco.
they are Cutco knives, but I bought them at Costco.
Okay, so you didn't have to have somebody in your house like giving you the display of them like cutting up a piece of leather.
No, they did that in the store.
Oh, okay.
But I was watching for them to do it. Like I had decided that this was probably one. I know people that have had them for 30 years and just love them. So I was like, okay, I've got crappy knives. And let me just say, things are chopping much quicker than normal with a lot less effort.
Good investment. Good investment.
I think I use the same knife for everything.
Oh no, yeah. So I've already switched between. So we have, I guess, what are they? The Hinkles knives or something?
They're 4.
It's like 2 different kinds. One for the harder stuff to get through, and then one for the other stuff, and then the serrated knife for like tomatoes.
Okay. Getting ready to steam my sweet potatoes and my Ninja Foodie. Put some cinnamon and stuff in there.
Oh, nice. How long does it take them to steam in there?
I think 15 minutes. I'll do a pressure cook. I think I'll put it on for 10 minutes to see where it's at and then check it.
award for insanely great value. Now, with T-Mobile for Business, there's no compromise. Network support value. Choose all three. T-Mobile for Business. Ready when you are.
You started cool.
I guess I could go ahead and throw those mushrooms. Cutting it 2 different ways. I like to get sweet onions, and for some reason, the sweet onions this week were very flat. I have no idea what the deal was.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, what happened? The whole thing of them was all flat. So yeah, so now I switch out to my other knife for my onions. I don't know what kind of knife it is. I couldn't tell you, but it's just kind of flat. All right, I've got all my veggies prepped for tonight's beef and veggie pot pie. Yay.
I've got mine all in the skillet. I was going to cook
Oh,
them
you're
down.
even cooking yours. You're one step ahead.
It was kind of a, but I haven't done much else.
That's good.
And
That's
I
good.
thought if I got it in, I could just throw it in the oven at the end. Like if I got it all.
Yeah, prep it all. Yes, that's a good idea.
I don't go out and get the stuff, she can get it this weekend. I said, if I don't go out and get the stuff, she can get it this weekend.
Well, the whole thing is, I know that I get way more than enough money if I get to right now. I mean, the car, all that. It's not the fact that you don't have the money, you still have the cash. And my account, I didn't go straight out.
Right, but I was,
All right. So the first half of my onion I chopped, and this one's slices. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the in my Ziploc bag because the chicken fajitas marinate in the Ziploc bag. Whatever you want to marinate them in, but so you could just throw it all together. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and put your chicken breast in here as well.
Would you cut up an onion and a pepper? Just one
Yeah.
each?
Yep. Yes.
That'll be my next. I had an extra zucchini that's been in the fridge. So I decided I'd go ahead and cut it up and maybe I just saute it at the end. And then I just have a vegetable kind of
There you
that
go.
I could take to work.
Yes. Extra. Yeah.
Is inspired by not just machines. What starts with an invitation becomes an experience. In-person or online for exceptional offers. Much that
This is dangerous.
How old are your kids, Sarah?
I have a 6-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy.
Oh, fun. I have a 12-year-old boy. It's an interesting time.
That's what I've heard.
Yes, with all the body changes. It's very interesting. And then Vanessa, your daughter's 5?
yes, I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old bonus daughter.
Okay, nice, nice. And then Ashlyn, your daughters are grown.
Yeah, mine are 22 and 19. I'm old.
Not old. It's trying to get me.
Teaching professionals to sign legally their autographs, not only pricing the share those right-handed and this there's the signature pricing. Goes with signature. On the left. You just have to look at it in the mirror.
I got it. Did you guys know that bell peppers have they're male and female, and you can tell the difference by the number of bumps on the bottom? So the
No.
4 bumps are male, and the males are sweeter, and I like the 4. And 3 bumps is a female, but the males are sweeter, so I buy the males.
I definitely have a female here.
Is it the same with, like, I have a purple one?
Ooh, yes. I've never
Oh.
seen a purple one.
Oh, they're really, and I just cut up 2 red ones, but the one only had 2 bumps.
Oh,
Maybe it was confused.
maybe it's a little, yeah, maybe
Yes.
it's a little advanced.
Yes.
It's a 2021 kind of.
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And I find whenever you're chopping bell pepper, if you chop from the inside, it's easier to chop than if you try to chop the outside. It's my bell pepper secrets.
I like it. I have mine exactly that way, so I'm on it. But I'm not sure I knew that. I think it just happened to be what I was.
This happened to be the way it looked.
Now, are you marinating your chicken and peppers and onions all together for your
I
fajitas?
think I might. I could. You could. I mean, you
I was
do
kinda thinking
eventually.
I might.
Yeah. Then you'll just have the bag ready to go, and whenever it's time to cook it, throw it in the skillet. Makes
I
it
was
easy.
kind of thinking myself.
No.
I haven't made chicken fajitas in forever.
The body beast ones are yummy. Were you able to find the recipe?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
you had a link. So I
I
found
did?
it.
Okay. I didn't know.
Or you had a link to one. I've got one. It has all the right ingredients in it, so
Okay.
it appears to be.
Those are done. All right. Celery black. How many celeries do I need?
Now I'm prepping some vegetables. I'm doing collard greens and kale. And I like to cook them in a pot with a little bit of water, a piece of turkey, and some seasoning.
Oh, look at that.
Give it some flavor.
Yes, that sounds good. Right. Yay, that took less than an hour, so I'll do some bonus prep. So yeah, I got all of my veggies chopped and my fruits washed, that was the assignment for this week, was just those 2 steps. And to see if you haven't ever done that before, if it saved you time during the week. Then I did some bonus browning of the meat for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and put together the pot pie that Ashley and I were talking about. So I can go take my Sunday nap and not have to worry about getting up early to prep dinner. And then I'll put the chicken fajita stuff together too, because that's simple.
Cool.
Right. So put that recipe back up.
One thing about collard greens and kale, when you cook it, like I'll have a whole bowl filled to the top, but once it cooks down, it's nothing. Just like spinach. Right. When I go to the store, I always forget to get like extra bundles because it's just not going to be anything. And last week I had enough for like 2 meals, and I was mad. Luckily, it's pretty cheap. You can get a lot of fresh greens and kale. Doesn't cost a lot at all.
Do you massage your kale?
I do not.
They say if you massage it, it makes it not as bitter.
So I think that's more so why I mix it with the collard greens or mustard green, any of the greens. Probably don't notice it as much.
Yeah.
I never just eat collard by themselves. It has to be mixed with something. Turnips, mustard greens, whole shebang bang.
So I'm actually going to reuse the pan that I did the meat in to put the vegetables in. So that's another time-saving thing, is to reuse the container which you've already cooked in. And this always smells so good. Okay. It is.
And I like to meal prep, honestly, like first thing in the morning. I'm still a morning person, so I'll get up before the house even gets up, and I'll try to get most of it done in the midst of cooking breakfast. And then by the afternoon, like you said, I'm tired, I'm ready for that. Bring on round 2 of the day. I get so annoyed when I don't go food shopping before Sunday. I get so mad. I'm like, darn it. Right. I'll say I'll meal prep on Monday then.
No, it throws the whole week off.
Leslie, remember the one time I made my menu, went shopping, and tried to cook for the whole week all on the same day?
I bet you won't be doing that again.
Never. I'll skip a day or so. I'm like, I'm not.
Too much.
The good thing is to just always have certain things on handy anyway. Like fresh vegetables, of course, are better, but if not, you know, frozen vegetables not going to help you. Maybe organic brand instead, just to keep for when those days happen, in a sense. Always have ground turkey, ground chicken, chicken breast. Almost done.
Okay. One of the other cheats I do that some people, garlic purists, would probably snub their nose at, but I buy the minced garlic. I don't try to, I don't do the whole garlic and try to do all that.
Same here. My kids know what this jar is.
So I've done that in the past too, but if you get a Pampered Chef garlic press, you don't have to peel the garlic. So that makes it go way quicker.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If you don't have to peel it, like you just pull the cloves off and pop them in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I use it all the time. Here's mine.
It'll chop it up for
Yep,
you.
yep,
Oh, one of
here's
those.
mine.
Ah, wow, look at you too. And me and Leslie are lazy. Look at us.
Yeah.
That's so funny. 2 and 2.
Yeah.
We planted garlic over the summers and we had a lot of it. So it came in handy quite a lot.
Did it grow well in the garden? It sounds like.
Yeah, it did well.
What else do you grow in your garden?
We always do tomatoes and basil. Last year we did cucumbers and what else did we do? Jalapenos.
Okay. Yeah.
We tried lima beans and we tried Brussels sprouts. Some success, some not.
You have your veggies going with all the seasoning?
Yes.
Isn't this
My
good?
veggies, I don't have the. Yeah, I do have the seasoning in there actually. Yes.
So good.
I think I'm about ready to add some other stuff. I'm going to finish cutting this lime up first for my marinade.
Oh, that's loud.
Chicken fajitas. Chili powder. And I use a separate cutting board for my vegetables and meats. Chicken versus meat. Raw. And they only had giant things of chicken, so I'm gonna have to, I'll have some that I'll put in the freezer for another time.
Well, one sweet potato was done, the other one's not. Maybe
10 minutes wasn't enough.
no. You know, some, you know, with them being different sizes, one was smaller than the other.
All right, I got my chicken fajita pack ready. Mix everything up. All the spices seem to be on this side. This side looks clean. I'll probably flip it around every once in a while while it's in the fridge. One tomato paste. No, I brought it back. Man, my secret with slurry is to put it in a container and shake it up.
And shake it?
Yeah.
I have done that before. I'm almost to that step myself here.
Nice.
Let it cook the last of the.
I'm getting hungry. About that time.
And then not fixed approved, but it's good. The breadstick dough that goes on top of the meat and vegetable pot pie. It's okay. We don't have to be 100% all the time.
I was reading down here, and somebody suggested whole wheat pizza dough for the top. I don't know how that would be.
Does that come pre-made?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if you can find it. I know it exists. I just sometimes like here it might be in the deli section, like is instead of in a roll in a, they just sell like bits of dough or like, enough for a pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's whole wheat though or not. Haven't really gotten that far into it.
Awesome. What is for dinner? Post texture, 1 minute. Cooking spray. It smells so good. In here. Yay. All right, I am done. I just got to clean up. All right.
Right back.
I'm gonna recap everything that I got done, and then I'll probably jump off the Zoom or stop recording the Zoom just so that it doesn't become such a long recording. But I got all the veggies cut up and the meat and veggie pot pie assembled, since Ashlyn encouraged me to go ahead and assemble it. Which means I can chill out longer on the couch later. And then I also got the veggies for the chicken fajitas and the marinade done, since again, Ashlyn encouraged me to go ahead and just get it done. Why not? And then I've got my celery chopped up for my shrimp and sausage gumbo, and the onions. Oh no, was one of the bell peppers supposed to be for that? I just realized I put all the bell peppers in here. Oops. I had a list and everything. Oh well. I might have to get another bell pepper for that. Then I've got my cucumbers chopped up. And then at the beginning, I said I use the little pre-packaged hummuses. So those are already ready to go. And then I also like my pre-packaged bags of carrots, of the mini carrots. And then I got all my fruit washed, got my grapes done, and the strawberries, and some blueberries too. And then I don't portion them out because my son and my husband will eat some too. And then I'll just like to have them washed and ready to go so I can just scoop up a container of them and go with it. So that was our first meal prep. So today's assignment, we got a lot of bonuses in because today's assignment was really just to do the chop up your fruits and veggies and get them ready to go. So if you did that, A+. And every little bit helps. I know I saw some people say like, oh, I didn't get much done at all. All I did was wash my fruit. It's like the meal prep is whatever you can do to make it easier for you to move forward during the week, to prepare for the week. So it doesn't have to be full out portioning and and things like that. You can just do a little bit at a time to help out. So hope you guys had a great meal prep, and I'm going to stop the recording, but we can stay on together while I clean up. All right. Stop recording.